Dozens of matches, hundreds of sets, countless hours in the gym during practice, all coming down to this. The 3C2A Women's Volleyball Playoffs getting underway with a play-in game between the number 18 seed San Jacinto College Eagles and the 15 seed College of the Canyons Cougars. Hi everybody, I'm Matt Robinson. Welcome in to the Cougar Cage as we are just about ready to go for a state playoff matchup that has been a long time coming for these Lady Cougars, who have played their best volleyball lately, coming in on a 7-game winning streak and have won 11 of their last 13. The Cougars 13-10 in the Western States Conference South Division, finishing second at 10-2, and have, like we said, been playing their best volleyball as of late, and boast one of the toughest non-conference schedules on the year, as they've played 12 games against top 25 teams and are coming off just their second win over a top 25 team on Tuesday, as they knocked off Ventura here at the Cougar Cage, and peaking at the right time perhaps as they try and make the state championship tournament later on this year in December, first week of December. We'll have a tough matchup tonight though against Mount San Jacinto College. 17-5 on the year, won the Inland Empire Conference for the second straight season. And they've won their last 3 games as well, making the playoffs 4 of the last 5 years, and they've won 10 of their last 11. So the Eagles playing some of their best volleyball as of late, but due to the Inland Empire Conference's overall record, they draw the 18 seed and have to travel up here to Santa Clarita to take on the Cougars. Cougars this year have really kind of been middle of the road in most categories, but lately the attack has started to pick up, and pick up well. You look at the numbers this year for the Cougars: 1,052 kills, that's 11th best in the state. 12.1 kills per match, that's 7th in the state of California, and a lot of that due to the 2 of their Western States Conference all-team members. Caitlin Leby, the WSC first team, Damani Harvey, the WSC second team, 204, 200 kills respectively on the season. The offense has certainly picked it up as of late. The defense has been kind of a question mark. You look at the Cougars, 28th in digs, 46th in blocks. They'll need Brianna Kelly and India Lewis to really pick it up at the net today in terms of the blocking play against a San Jacinto team that has a couple of options on the offensive side, but it's Lucy Villafana that has been the main go-to. 222 kills on 656 attacks for her, 21.8% on the efficiency for the San Jacinto Eagles. As we'll take a timeout, we'll have the first serve when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back into the Cougar cage. Nearly ready to go. Women's volleyball action in the state playoffs. About to get underway. The play-in round between San Jacinto and Canyons. So we look at the starters for each side. Alexis Sotelo, Grace Tapia, Lucy Villafana, Ruby Ruiz, Aaliyah Starnes, and Odessa Clark. The starters for San Jacinto, with Kayla Thompson, the libero, for Sherna Eason, her 8th season as the head coach of the Eagles. For the Cougars, India Lewis, Sabrina Sviven, Abby Sherman, Brianna Kelly, Caitlin Levy, Damani Harvey, and Rhiannon Bodie are as the libero for the Cougars. And Clay Timmons in his 6th season as the head coach, 17th with the College of the Canyons Cougars, as he was the longtime assistant under Lisa Hooper, who was a longtime head coach of the Lady Cougars. As we wait for the rotations to be set by the officials, and we will get underway. Mount San Jacinto will serve it away first, as Sotelo sends it in. Tough serve. So it's an overpass. San Jacinto will get the first swing. Pinballing around here early on. As the Cougars will get the first kill after all of that back and forward. Caitlin Levy starts things off for COC. And the Cougars with a 1-0 advantage. Abby Sherman back to serve. Sherman in with a service ace. It's a 2-0 run for COC. Clean ace for Sherman, and then she makes it tough on Villafana on the first swing. Cougars will just have to play over a free ball. Little sloppy here early on. Running swing from Clark doesn't fall. Harvey gonna get a swing, goes down the line. 3-0 Cougars on an early run. And you would expect COC to really try and get Damani Harvey, Caitlin Levy involved early on. As that one sent long by Abby Sherman, a service error. Breaks the 3-0 run here to open. Levy off the strong side, stuff block there. Tapia and Clark both up for it. San Jacinto averaging 1.8 blocks per set this year. That's 16th best. It's a 2-0 run for the Eagles as Harvey off the weak side, got it. 2 kills now for Damani Harvey. She'll step back to serve. Cougars will have Sviven come out. And Ariana Vargas will check in. Damani Harvey has gotten a lot more opportunities to serve as the season has continued on. She makes it tough on San Jacinto, so the Cougars will get a swing. Vargas, good vision. Gets it to drop, and it's 5-2. Vargas with her first kill of the match. Be interesting if the Cougars can get Ariana Vargas going. She hasn't been used very often this year. Just 39 sets in 20 matches. As Harvey sends it long, service error. It's an error the Cougars would like to clean up. 173 service errors this year, 36th, which is right about middle of the road in the state. Vargas again, soft touch. And it's going to be 4 touches against Jacinto. 6-3 early on. As India Lewis back to serve for COC. Lewis with 11 aces on the year will get it in. Inside quick to Elias Starnes is good. Pace here quick. Just underway first set if you're just joining us here at the Cougar cage. Vargas again. That's 3 times in a row Ariana Vargas has gone with the soft tip. And 3 times it's found a point for the Cougars. That time it was in front of Leilani Isbell. Caitlin Levy will check out. Isabella Embleton checking back in, or checking in for the first time today to serve for the Cougars. She's been kind of a service specialist this year, 30 aces for COC. No touch given, point to the Cougars as they try to go inside with Starnes once again. Did San Jacinto, and she just hit it long. Embleton this year, 30 aces on the season. 142 digs, so she's used in defense and serve opportunities. Again, San Jacinto off the inside attack to Starnes. And it's the second time Starnes has hit it wide on that same side. Coach is coming over, Serena Eason coming over and saying, you gotta get on top of the ball a little bit here. And she's kind of missed too far to the deep side of the court. Vargas again, that time the tip play cleaned up. Cougars able to get a dig. Vargas will tip again. And she'll get another kill out of it. Clearly the Cougars seeing something early on, going with Ariana Vargas off the strong side and going with tips off the strong side. As Isbell will check out. Mata into the game for the first time. Back row attack dug out by Bodie, but it went off the roof. And it'll score as a kill for Ruby Ruiz. It's unlucky for the Cougars there. As Bodie did a good job to dig it out, and it just hit the stanchions up top and came zipping back down. Service error from San Jacinto. Villafana with the service error. Sviven back in for COC. Embleton with a dig. Harvey off the block. Cougars able to keep it up. Harvey off the bump set. Overpass. No point, no touch given for the Cougars. So 11-6. Thompson served it in. Harvey on the swing, too much to handle for Villafana. Harvey having a solid start to the match here for the Cougars. Already 3 kills on 4 attacks. Ruiz handles first. She'll go from the 3-meter line, and she's got it. Cougars had her off the net, which is what you want. And they just really didn't get anybody up to the net. And that left Ruiz plenty of room to operate. And it'll send Sotelo back to serve. 12-7, College of the Canyons, first set, if you're just joining us here on the Cougars Sports Network. Sviven handles the serve. Cougars go inside to India Lewis, dug out by Sotelo. Back row attack from Villafana, dug out. Harvey off the block. And it's going to be a double touch called against Jacinto. Send Abby Sherman back to serve. Sherman this year, 59 aces during the regular season. It was very tough handle for opposition defenses during the year. She'll set Caitlin Leby, tip no good. Ruiz off the block, might have caught a bit of the tape. Makes it 13-8 as Ruiz will step back to serve. Sviven handles the serve. It was a tough one, forcing Sherman to just punch it over. Leby will punch this one back over. That one goes high off the block, and it's going to score for Odessa Clark. So make it 13-9. Stay on the Ruiz serve. This is a tough rotation here for the Cougars. Sviven doesn't handle, so it's a service ace for Ruiz. It's a 3-point advantage for Canyons. Saying it's a tough rotation. You do have Sviven and Bodie back in the back row, but Leby also in the back row. So it limits the attack options. Leby has to go from the back rows. That one off the tape as they served it short to India Lewis. And a double going to be called against San Jacinto. So it's back to a 4-point lead. Damani Harvey now back at the service line. She'll play it in. Inside, little soft touch scores for Grace Tapia. (14-11) in favor of the Cougars here in the first set. Tapia will step back to serve. Only 6 aces this year for Grace. Middle blocker, though, is not known necessarily for the serve prowess, but what she gets at the net. Cougars get the kill from India Lewis. Ruiz on first handle. Clark, no touch. Cougars get the point. Back to a 5-point lead here for COC. Lewis with that float serve just gets it into play. Inside quick attack blocked on the Starnes swing. Now Ruiz from the back line. Cougars will get a chance to try and set an offense. Leby from the 3-meter line, didn't get it to fall. Ruiz from way behind the 3-meter line is gonna get it to score. It's Abby Sherman on a mishandle. That's all that really was for Abby Sherman that time. Kind of just lackadaisical. Tried to handle it overhead and didn't get her hands up high enough to make the play. So 16-12, Cougars in the lead. Mata sends it in. Leby off the weak side is there. Area where Caitlin Leby has gotten better as the year has gone on. Leading the team in kills coming into the postseason, 204 regular season kills. And really early on in the year for Caitlin, it was struggles off the weak side, but as she got more opportunities off the strong side, it helped her weak side game, and we've seen it really help the Cougars have a dual threat attack, as that time on the inside, Brianna Kelly gets the kill. And the lead now 6 here for COC. Kelly's been a good third option for the Cougars, fourth option really, if you think about it. Jacqueline Ibarra has been the third option coming off the bench. Villafana with the kill that time, and she'll go back to the service line. Ibarra with 149 kills, and then Brianna Kelly kind of came on late in the year, 118 kills on 237 attacks. Doesn't get a lot of chances out of the middle, but has created a nice option for the Cougars. It was Vargas with the swing that time that was not handled cleanly by San Jacinto. Cougars will go back row. And San Jacinto able to get it over. Vargas that time, locked and punched back. Vargas again, left-handed tip. Locked and dug out. San Jacinto will get a swing here. They go far across the floor. Kind of a miss hit from Ruiz, but she cut it across the court enough to get it to fall where there were no Cougars. Ruiz now with 5 kills, leading everybody on the floor. Cougars have Harvey and Vargas with 3, leading the way for their side. As Kelly touched on 2 over, as the quick attack attempt from Sotelo does not score. 19-14, Cougars will sub out. Vargas comes off, Sviven comes back in. And a service ace from Sviven. And a timeout on the floor by San Jacinto. We'll touch the break as well. 20-14, first set, Cougars in the lead.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
20-14 Cougars here in the first set as we come back inside the Cougar cage. Take a look at the bracket for the state playoffs in the So-Cal region. As you can see, the play-in games, Cuesta and Fullerton in a 16-17 matchup. And then the Cougars in that 15-18 matchup against San Jacinto. The winner will move on to take on San Diego Mesa. Actually, excuse me, they'll take on Pasadena City College. Actually, I should say the highest seed will move on to take on Pasadena City College. I guess I should have read the bracket before we went through this. But anyway, if the Cougars should win, they'll take on Pasadena City College. Should San Jacinto win, they'll have no choice but to take on Bakersfield, who's the #1 seed. Bakersfield, that we saw here at the Cougar cage, 20-1 this year. We're undefeated in the WSC South. So back to work we go. Inside attack from Starnes is good. Good job to run the offense that time through Starnes. Right out of the timeout, San Jacinto gets a point. Thompson serves it in. Sherman will set it back to Brianna Kelly, who will get the kill. Kelly that time working from the weak side. Kelly will come out as Bodie will check in to serve. Inside quick again, this time for Grace Tapia, did not score. And it's 22-15, another timeout called. Cougars in the lead here from the Cougar cage. Folks, for up-to-date information about the COC women's volleyball team as they make their run through the postseason, including stats information, live stream links, anything you can find on them and the rest of the 17 Cougar athletics programs. Make sure you check out the COC homepage, cocathletics.com. You can follow everybody on social media, COC Athletics, COC Women's Volleyball. Instagram is where to check it out. That's where the most information, including photos and live stream links, get posted. COC Athletics, all of your favorite social media platforms. So 22-15 as we go back to work. Bodie with the serve. Jacinto just has to play it over. Harvey gonna just power it through the block. And it's 23-15 with Bodie still back to serve. Touch given as Ruiz, with decent vision, saw that the double was there and just decided to tap it off the block, off the outside, as the Cougars didn't quite get close enough to the antenna to make it tough on her. That one goes off the tape. San Jacinto will get a swing. Ruiz from the 3-meter line. Stuff block there. India Lewis was up for it. Abby Sherman was there to help. And the Cougars have set point. And you can give it to him on the Abby Sherman serve. 25-16. Cougars take it in the first set. As a solid start to the match for COC. We'll step aside, second set action when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Filmmaking program at COC is one of the best programs because it has literally jump-started my career.
Most of the instructors actually have worked in Hollywood, so having instructors that have done it before and know the ins and outs, I think really helps.
We here at COC have a kind of a sandbox approach, and that is to say we've got a lot of cool equipment, a lot of great facilities. Enroll in our class and we're going to let you play in the sandbox.
(25-16) first set victory for the Cougars. They have a 1-0 lead. Cougars were pretty good in that first set. 12 kills, just 3 errors. San Jacinto 11 kills, 9 attack errors, had a few reception errors as well. Ruiz with 6 kills, leading the way for San Jacinto. For the Cougars, Damani Harvey with 4 leading the way. You look down the line, Vargas with 3, Kelly with 2, Leby with 2, and India Lewis with 1 for the Cougars. Starnes with 2, Tapia, Villafana, and Clark each with 1 for San Jacinto. Cougars with 3 service aces in that first set. 2 of them from Abby Sherman. Who else, as she leads the team in service aces by a wide margin. San Jacinto with just 1. Just waiting on rotations to be set, and we'll go back to work. Abby Sherman will start us off for COC. Sherman, Smiven, Bodie, Leby, Harvey, and Lewis. Tapia, Clark, Sotelo, Ruiz, Villafana, and Thompson on the floor for San Jacinto as Leby starts the second set off the way she started the first set with a kill. And we'll stay with the Abby Sherman serve. Inside quick to Tapia, scores. And that'll send Ruby Ruiz back to serve. 25 aces on the year for Ruiz. Has been one of the better all-around players for San Jacinto this year. Leby into the block that time. Has to poke it over on the soft tip as the Cougars kept it off the floor. Cougars get a stuffed block at the net. India Lewis, Damani Harvey both there that time. Sviven out, Vargas in. Harvey back to serve, will put it into the net. Tapia will send it in. Vargas goes cross court and gets it. It's a good option for the Cougars today with Vargas. She doesn't get used often. As we said, this year just .39 sets during the regular season. But boy, has she looked good here today with 4 kills. The back row attack didn't score. So it's 4-2 Canyons. India Lewis serving once again. Lewis has really been a presence at the net for the Cougars, or the biggest presence at the net for the Cougars in terms of the blocks. As that one dumped over, it's going to go as an attack error on San Jacinto. And it's a 5-2 advantage for COC. Eagles will go inside, and that time they'll get it to go. Aaliyah Starnes that time with the kill. Chloe Mata back to serve. Mata 24 aces on the year. San Jacinto 216 aces, 16th best in the state during the regular season. These two teams both pretty good at making it tough on the opposition. Leby has to cut it across the net, falling away from the net. Jacinto has to play it over from deep, so the Cougars will get an attack. Vargas, good swing. Vargas now with 5. Leby checking off. Bella Embleton checking back in. Inside attack again as they go inside quick. Back to Starnes. Cougars need to figure out a way to slow that down as Starnes starting to heat up a little bit. As Villafana back to serve now for the Eagles. Kelly never got a jump at it as it was set just too far away from her. Villafana from behind the 3-meter line, dug out. Vargas never got it over the net. So it's now 6-5 in favor of COC here in the second set. Villafana serving again. Harvey handles the first one. Kelly again had to change hands midair. And Starnes will finish it off. 6-all here. This has been kind of the problem for COC this year. At times they look very, very good. And other times they kind of just lose their mojo, so to speak. As they get a little bit out of rhythm. Abby Sherman that time with the dump play that scores. Maybe that's what you need from Abby Sherman to change the tide a little bit. So it's kind of been a problem for COC where go out in an early set and you look good like you did in that first set, winning 25-16, and then come out a little sluggish in the next set. But I think the dump play from Abby Sherman may have sparked a bit from the Cougars. This is the service ace from Sviven. 5th service ace. Scratch that, 4th service ace for the Cougars. And then right back, Sviven sends it long. Float serve from Thompson. Bodie bump sets. Harvey through the block. Talked about Caitlin Leby getting better as she got to work off the opposites, or off the strong side. Damani Harvey has been good off the strong side all year. 200 kills during the regular season. The attack percentage down at just 18.6%. But that's more of a function of every time the Cougars need somebody to bail them out. Like right now, they set Damani Harvey, and she gets forced to just make awkward swings, as it's 2 in a row for Harvey that don't fall. Sherman tries to go on 2, didn't work. No touch that time given. Ruiz trying to go near side and cut it across the net and didn't score. So it's 10-7 Canyons. Talk about Harvey, that was right on cue. She gets a lot of the toughest sets. That one scores. This time for Ruiz as she goes cross court. It's 10-8 Canyons. Sotelo into serve here. Cougars will go Harvey again. Harvey again having to change her really look at the ball as it was set too short. And this is an easy stuff block for Odessa Clark. They don't come much easier than that for Clark. As that time Harvey off the block. Clark right there again to meet her. Harvey this time able to get it by Clark and score the kill. Serve long by the Cougars. So it makes it 11-10. Ruiz back to serve now. Harvey goes down the line off the weak side and gets it to score. Cougars, I mean, they could be very dangerous as the playoffs continue on. Even though they've struggled with top 25 teams, you think about it, they've played 12 matchups against top 25 opponents, the toughest non-conference schedule in the state of California, and have started to peak at the right time as Clark that time off the outside gets it to go. And if you can get Damani Harvey working off the weak side, it solidifies your attack as the season continues, or the postseason potentially continues on. I mean, you got to get through San Jacinto here today, which is no easy matchup. As Vargas mishandles. Service ace for San Jacinto. As it was Tapia on the service ace. Tapia making it tough on the Cougars. Vargas has to just play it in. Tapia handles. Villafana has to just get it over. Cougars then have to just bump it back over as they were out of position. Starnes was blocked at the net. Clark was stuff blocked. And it was Ariana Vargas there again for the Cougars. Contributing everywhere, offensively, defensively. Solo block for Vargas. The Cougars have India Lewis in the back row now. Kelly, soft tip. Boy, that looked like it might have been a lift, but we continue on. Leby will go power across court, didn't get all of it. Villafana has to just keep it inside the antenna, overpass by the Cougars. Bump set from Thompson to Clark, dug out by India Lewis. And Vargas will finish it off. Team 12 Canyon, second set. They lead 1-0. Got to find an answer right now for Leah Starnes. In the middle of the floor, she is starting to find her rhythm. Starnes now with 6. Second for the Eagles as Caitlin Leby off the weak side gets it to go. And then Leby will come out as Embleton will come back in. To take over serving duties. Embleton attacks Ruiz. Eagles set Villafana, didn't fall. Vargas trying for the tip play, and I'm not sure it even got over the net. Ruiz with 7, Starnes with 6. Harvey with 7 for COC. And Vargas with 6. Making 7 now for Starnes. Even at 15 all. Villafana again will send it in. They go after Harvey. Stuff block at the net. And that time, it was Ruby Ruiz at the net by herself. And a timeout called by the Cougars. Clay Timmons wants to talk. We'll take the break as well. 16-15, San Jacinto here in the second set.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
16-15 San Jacinto here in the second set. Cougars will try and go with Vargas off the weak side. And it scores to even us up at 16. Vargas now with 7, tied for the team lead in kills along with Damani Harvey. Starnes and Ruiz leading for San Jacinto with 7 each. Sviven creates an overpass on the serve, but the joust at the net comes down on the San Jacinto side. Their swing dug out. Harvey then. Stuff block. Sotelo, Starnes, both up for it. 17-16 San Jacinto. Thompson back to serve. Embleton handles. Kelly didn't get it. Kind of falling away on the attack, sent it long. So make it 18-16 here. Sviven diving handle. Thompson hooked it around the antenna. And then Damani Harvey, who had to just jump straight up, missed it wide. And another timeout by COC. As it's 19-16 San Jacinto. Cougars trying to change the pace here a little bit with the timeout. (1916) Eagles leading the Cougars here in the second set. COC with a 1-0 lead. Thompson serving once again. Sviven will handle. Sherman inside, Kelly. And out of the timeout, the Cougars score again. So what you need from Brianna Kelly off the inside. She's been rather quiet. Brandon Bodie with the service ace. And the Eagles going to take a timeout. 19-18 in favor of San Jacinto. Break coming on our end as well. Here from the Cougar cage.
The photography department at College of the Canyons is a place for photography students of all levels to come together and create.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great.
Back inside the Cougar cage as we go back to work, 19-18 in favor of San Jacinto. As Bodie still serving for COC. Sviven, good dig off the swing from Ruiz. Harvey, no touch given. Harvey has started to slow down a bit. Cougars, who were really good in that first set, had just 3 errors, now have 8 here in the second set. San Jacinto has flipped the script the other way. They had 9 attack errors in the first set. This is the service ace from Sotelo, 21-18. Sviven aimed at again by Sotelo. Ibarra in the game for the first time. Her swing dug out. That one hits the antenna, and it gives the point back to COC. Abby Sherman now back to serve. Sotelo will work it onto the weak side to Ruiz, who scores that time. San Jacinto inching closer to even the match at 1 set apiece. Sotelo's been their main setter this year, 568 assists during the regular season. She's the one that runs the offense. Caitlin Levy off the strong side for the Cougars. Keeping COC tight. It's 22-20, and Jacqueline Ibarra will get a chance to serve here. Ibarra just 5 aces on the year, and she serves it long. So 2 points for San Jacinto to even the match at 1 set. Make it 1 point as Ibarra on the mishandle. Ace for Grace Tapia. San Jacinto with set point here. Ibarra off. Aubrey Audish coming in to try and clean up things defensively. Bodie handles the serve. Leby into the block. Cougars able to get it over, and they'll get a point out of it. Take them any way you can get it to stave off set point. Set point number 2 here for San Jacinto. Clark, no touch. Set point number 3 now for San Jacinto. Leby just pops it over. Lafana trying to go down the line. Cougars there to clean it up. Leby will just have to play it over again. So San Jacinto again will get a swing. Lewis with an egg. Vargas just slides it over. San Jacinto will have to play a free ball back over. But Kelly couldn't handle it. And San Jacinto is even the match at 1 set apiece, 25-22 in the second set. As we'll take a break, third set when we come back.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Third set we go. I'm right. Third set. There we go. Match tied at a set apiece. Alex Sotelo will start things off here for San Jacinto. Vargas in to start here in the third set for the Cougars in the back row. Had the first handle. Then it was Damani Harvey with the kill to open things up. Service ace for the Cougars. Bella Embleton in to do the job. Makes it tough again. Another service ace. Back-to-back service aces for Embleton. Cougars now as a unit with 7 aces in the match. 4 for San Jacinto. Embleton off the tape that time. Ruiz then into the net. 4-0 open here for COC. Ruiz cross court. Bodie there to clean it up. Leby gonna try and finish it off, but a good dig by Thompson. Cougars will again go Vargas off the far side, high off the block and down. Vargas showing out here today as the Cougars on a 5-0 run to open the third set. Vargas now 8 kills, couldn't quite dig that one. Tapia gets credit that time. Service error by Ruiz. Makes it 6-1 Cougars. India Lewis out to serve. Thompson handles. Sotelo will set near side. Into the block goes Villafana. Then she just plays it over. Cougars go Brianna Kelly off the block, kept up. Villafana. Too much for Embleton to handle. And Tapia back to serve. Embleton first handle. Sherman will go weak side. Leby down and off the block. Leby's been relatively quiet. Has scattered 7 kills. Still second on the team. Vargas and Harvey with 8 leading the way. Cecilia Giovannini in to serve for the Cougars. They also brought Daniela Cabrera in. Aaliyah Starnes again for San Jacinto. If you looked at a swing chart from Starnes, it would all be right in the middle of the floor, right around the net. Not much more than 3-4 feet off the net every time. As a service ace by Mata. Back-to-back points for San Jacinto. Mata made it tough on the Cougars there again. And then Kelly off the inside does not get a touch. So 3-0 run for San Jacinto. Cougars with a look we really have not seen since the beginning part of the year out on the floor today. With Vargas, Giovannini. There's Vargas again. Boy, has she had a really tremendous match so far. Makes it 8-5. She'll go back to serve. Harvey checking back in as Embleton checking off. Vargas on the serve. So Cougars getting Abby Sherman a bit of a rest. With Giovannini out there, Cabrera out there as well, who has not played in a lot of matches this year, just 19 sets. As the Cougars go with Harvey, Kelly had to try and tap back the overpass, and it got over her head a little bit too much. And then Ruiz off the near side, and the Cougar block was not tight enough to the net. Didn't have their hands pressed forward, so Ruiz with another kill makes it 8-7 Canyons. Ruiz now with 10 to lead everybody. Service ace. Evens it at 8. It was Villafana that time. Harvey handles this time. Cabrera had to go straight up, didn't get a good attack. That one high off the block. At the net, joust, won by Starnes. San Jacinto in the lead for the first time here in the third set at 9-8. Bodie handles, Giovannini, Cabrera. Just had to poke it over. And that time Cabrera able to get it to go. And Bodie will step back to serve. Overpass on the serve from Bodie. Harvey goes power tip, and she gets it to score. Cougars back in the lead at 10-9. Bodie stays back to serve. Ruiz handles, but didn't handle cleanly. So she had to take a swing from the 3-meter line. That'll give the Cougars a chance here. Harvey didn't get a tip though. And we're even at 10-all. Kayla Thompson back to serve. Thompson 36 aces this year, but she plays that one into the net. Cougars will bring Abby Sherman back in. They'll sub off Giovannini and Cabrera. And Sherman promptly comes out with a service ace. Cougars have been good from the back line today again. Now 8 aces in the match. Sherman has 3 of them, excuse me. Embleton with 2, Sviven with 2, Bodie with 1. And broadcaster Jinx in full effect. Sherman into the net. Sotelo here now on to serve. Has an ace in the match. Cabrera handles. Sherman back set. Harvey off the weak side, dug out. And then Ruiz stuffed at the net. Harvey and Lewis there to help. 13-11 Canyons. Cougars have changed the rotation a bit. Bella Embleton takes over for Damani Harvey. Slide play for Tapia scores. For San Jacinto. And they'll send Ruby Ruiz back to the service line. Leby didn't get all of it off the weak side, but got enough to get it to fall. She finds the hardwood. Makes it 14-12 as India Lewis stepping back to serve. Lewis doesn't do a lot, just floats it in. Good vision that time by Odessa Clark. Read the defense. Got the kill. Tapia into the net on the serve. So we trade points back and forward. Tapia off, Thompson on. Giovannini into serve. Starnes, that time off the block. Keeps Jacinto within a point. Clark out, Mata in. Embleton handles. Inside to Kelly. Kept off the floor. Cougars then able to scout the tip play. Vargas into the block. Now Cabrera dug out. That one gonna go off the basketball rim. Bodie there to handle. A little over. And it scores for Daniela Cabrera. Actually, Ariana Vargas scratched that. 18-10. 16-14 Cougars. That's not one you see often. Off the backboard a couple of times, rolled around the rim, and then a little bump pass over that finds the easy part of the floor. Cabrera didn't get up to attack that one well enough. It's really a set error. Harvey handles. Bodie the bump set. Harvey will just play it over. And Starnes, with her height, able to, she wasn't even off the floor, folks. She had 1 foot still down on the floor. That 6'1" just kind of popped her foot off the ground, reached up over the net, and just pushed the ball back down to the floor. Some athleticism from Starnes that time. Cabrera. Good swing for Daniela Cabrera. Cougars stay with a 17-16 advantage. India Lewis back on as Bodie back to serve during the Brianna Kelly rotation. And Rhiannon Bodie with a service ace pushes the lead back to 2. Bodie now with 2 aces, Cougars with 9 as a unit. Ruiz, rare attack error from her. Cougars with a 3-point advantage. Timeout on the floor by Mount San Jacinto. 19-16 Cougars, 1 set all here in the 3rd set. We'll take a timeout.
Filmmaking program at COC is one of the best programs because it has literally jump-started my career.
Most of the instructors actually have worked in Hollywood, so having instructors that have done it before and know the ins and outs, I think really helps.
We here at COC have a kind of a sandbox approach. And that is to say we've got a lot of cool equipment, a lot of great facilities. Enroll in our class and we're gonna let you play in the sandbox.
The photography department at College of the Canyons is a place for photography students of all levels to come together and create.
(1916) second set, Cougars in the lead. Sorry, third set, not second set. Been a tight third set. Teams even at a set apiece. It's Bodie back on the serve. Villafana first handle. Starnes didn't get a great swing at it, so the Cougars will get a chance to attack. Harvey cross court, good. Lead now 4 for COC. Trying to go on a run here on the Bodie serve. Overpass. Lewis gonna get credited with the kill there. And San Jacinto gonna take another timeout. So they want to discuss things. Serena Eason not happy with the way that break played out. After the break, the Cougars with 2 points. She wants to discuss it a little bit. The SCV-TV Community Media Center is Santa Clarita's only television station, bringing you local arts, culture, history, and entertainment programming 24/7. Watch with Spectrum 20, AT&T 99, Apple TV, Roku TV, SCVTV.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Cougar Football has been a partner with SCV-TV for the last couple of years, and soon we'll work on expanding into the rest of the Cougar athletics field. So make sure you stay tuned for that in the coming months. So we'll go back here at 21-16. Canyons in the lead. Match even at a set apiece, so the crucial third set. A win puts you in position to at least get to 5. Ruiz handles first. Starnes, wow, had to change the hand mid-flight as the set wasn't where she necessarily wanted it to go with some power. Still got it to fall. Thompson to serve. Cougars go inside. India Lewis. Inside quick works. Abby Sherman back in. Lewis at the net with a block. Vargas in the back row with a dig. Leby from the opposite side with a kill. Saw it all on that play. Good serve, good block, good dig, good kill. Good set. 23-17 Cougars. Ruiz stuff block. The double was there. Leby and Lewis combo on it. And the Cougars have set point. Got the right lady back there to serve as well, and Abby Sherman. And she's got a service ace. Thompson might have been able to let that one go out. Decided to play it and just could not handle. 25-17, the third set in the books. The Cougars with the 2-1 lead. Here over San Jacinto. We'll take your break. Fourth set when we come back. Fourth set we go. Cougars with a 2-1 lead as Abby Sherman will lead things off for COC. Well, we have a second. Want to say congratulations to Daniela Salcedo. COC cross-country runner won the state championship today. She's had a great year and she finished it off in winning fashion, so congratulations to her. Cougars open up the fourth set with a block. As Harvey and Lewis there once again. And we'll stay with Abby Sherman back to serve. Ruiz handles, has to play it from the 3-meter line and doesn't get it to fall. Men's basketball won today. Women's basketball won today as well. So women's volleyball team trying to finish off a sweep, so to speak, for the Cougars. Sherman into the net. Trying to make it a perfect day for the Cougs. Vargas handles. Leby will get the swing. Boy, she went up with a lot and just destroyed it off the block. There was a double up and Leby just said, I don't care. I'll just put it right off the block and out. We're good. Bella Embleton in to serve. Good dig by Sherman. Bodie bump set. Cabrera continues to stay hot. Daniela Cabrera with a nice swing that time. She's got, or excuse me, Ariana Vargas, pardon me, that time. She's got 11 to lead the team. Leby and Harvey with 10. But Vargas has been, I would say, the story for the Cougars here today. By far her best match of the season. Bodie, bump set. Leby. Throws a finger in the air. She knew that one was coming back over and going out on the Cougars' side. It's 5-1 Canyons. So we stay with the Bella Embleton serve. Starnes with 12, Ruiz with 10. Those are your leaders for San Jacinto. Wow, great dig by Leby off the block to keep the play alive. Doesn't matter though. Tapia able to finish it off. All that work just for San Jacinto to get a point. Almost a shame sometimes, but that's the breaks in volleyball. Speaking of the men's basketball team, King Miller, Andrew Henderson, both down there shagging balls today for the women's volleyball match. So the Cougar family out in force. Starnes had to go with the tip. Cougars will set Leby, weak side. Nobody up at the net for Jacinto. And Leby just guides it to the hardwood for an easy kill. And just like that, the kills leader for the Cougars, leading the team in kills today with 12. Starnes off the inside, high off the block. Cougars keep it in play. Didn't matter though. Clark up at the net with a block is Brianna Kelly had no choice but to just try and bump it over the net, and Odessa Clark said, I don't think so. That's not going to work. Mata back in to serve. Will get it in. Vargas will get a swing. Good dig by Ruiz in good position. Now goes power tip straight down the middle. Leby couldn't get it around the antenna. And she almost took out the chair umpire. Everybody's all right though. Had a nice laugh about it afterwards. Overpass on the serve. Put back by Starnes. And it's 6-5 Canyons. They led 6-2 at one point. As we stay with Mata serving. Embleton handles. Leby. Now she's starting to heat up, Caitlin Leby. Another kill. Cabrera and Giovannini on. Giovannini back to serve. Sherman and Leby off. Mata overpass. Cougars will get a chance to set up here. Cabrera tried for the tip, didn't work. San Jacinto, same thing. Cougars then go inside quick to Kelly, kept up. Starnes on the inside quick, blocked, and Thompson just has to play it over. Giovannini to Kelly again, dug out. Good rally back and forward. Finished off that time. Villafana with it. 7-6 Cougars. Villafana back to serve. That scored a block. That should have been an overtouch maybe, if anything. Doesn't matter. Finished off by Starnes. That was interesting. Serna Eason was asking for 4 touches, which you have an argument for that, but I think the Cougars would have had an argument off the other side that it was an overtouch by San Jacinto. So I'm pretty sure Starnes was over the top of the net, but doesn't matter. Cougars give another point back. Cabrera on an attack error. And San Jacinto with an 8-7 lead. Cabrera this time high off the block. Ruiz no touch. So it's 8-all. Vargas back to serve. Cougars trying to close it out, leading 2-1. Boy, we just had no answer for Starnes. Leah Starnes now with 15. Most of those coming just off those quick inside attacks. Vargas with a mishandle. So score Thompson with a service ace. 10-8 in favor of San Jacinto here. They serve Bodie this time. Cougars will set Harvey, but it's dug out by Mata. And then a ball handling error on San Jacinto. So the Harvey swing creates problems. And Bodie back to serve. Tapia, no touch. Attack error, we're even at 10-all. Ruiz couldn't handle cleanly, so San Jacinto will have to play it back over. That's a good serve by Bodie. Good dig by Mata on the swing from India Lewis. Cougars will set Harvey again, dug out again. Ruiz, really good set by Alex Sotelo. She was all the way on the far side of the floor, just in front of the scorer's table, and set it just far enough off the net to give Ruby Ruiz room to work right in the middle of the floor. Harvey, that time, will score. She went with power that time and was able to get a tip off the block and down. Sherman back to serve here for COC. Leby back on the floor as well for the Cougars. Thompson handles the serve. Sotelo will set near side. Ruiz kept up. Leby just plays it over. Ruiz again, after a deep set from Sotelo, gets it to score. Again, Sotelo with another really good set. She was in the middle of the floor that time and deep off the net, and still set it to where Ruiz could get it around the double. I know if you're Clay Timmons, you want the double to be better there, as the attack angle is an easier one to clean up. Maybe that time goes off the block, kept up. Then Villafana with the attack error, and we're 12-all. Harvey off, Bella Embleton into serve. San Jacinto has Starnes off the floor. Clark is on the floor. Overpass, tap back by India Lewis. And the Cougars back with a 13-12 advantage. So a good serve by Embleton on her first opportunity. That one handled better by Thompson. And cleaned up by Villafana off the block. Again, the Cougars just not tight enough to the net, not high enough over the net, not pressing their hands forward enough on a play that they probably should be able to stuff back. Just couldn't clean it up. So here goes Tapia. Bodie handles. Sherman, Leby into the block. Stuff is there. Villafana credited with it. So we trade leads once again, 14-13. Tapia now serving. Cougars set Leby again. That time Ruiz was there to dig it out. Just pops it over the net. Vargas with the left hand. It is there. Stay hot, young lady. Ariana Vargas playing very well today. Now with 12 kills, second behind Caitlin Leby on the Cougars. Those are the type of performances you need if you want to make a deep run in the state playoffs. That one off the antenna. Side out COC. And again, we trade leads. Now 15-14 Canyons. It was 14-13 San Jacinto. It was 13-12 COC. India Lewis on the serve. Starnes. Whew. We say the same thing about her as we said about Ariana Vargas. 15 all. Starnes now with 16. Ruiz has 12. Those are the only two Eagles in double figures. Mata serving. Sends it long. First time in a few points, the Cougars will take back a 1-point advantage. For a while, it had been trade leads. As Giovannini into serve. Mata handles. Inside Starnes. Touch is there. And we're 16 all. Lafana plays it in. Embleton handles. Ibarra has not had a long run today, but gets a chance to go here in place of Daniela Cabrera, who had been coming in. Ibarra with the kill. Starnes high off the block. Cougars able to dig it out that time. They'll go Ibarra off the weak side. Touch was given. Back-to-back kills for Jackie Ibarra. Ibarra, who had 149 in the regular season, just 2 here today. He's mostly been on the bench. Harvey, little roll shot. Good diving dig by Mata. But a ball handling error by San Jacinto. And it's 19-16 Canyons here in the 4th set. Timeout San Jacinto. Break coming as well here on the Cougar Sports Network.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
(19-16) Canyons in the lead. Trying to close this one out, leading 2-1. Vargas on the serve. San Jacinto goes right back to Starnes. Starnes only had 159 kills in the regular season, but boy, the Cougars have had 0 response for her today. It's Thompson on to serve. Cougars go inside to Kelly. No touch given that time for San Jacinto as Tapia on the swing. Then right back, a service error by the Cougars. Harvey didn't get it over the tape. Back-to-back points for San Jacinto. Makes it 20-19. So-Cal in. Ibarra long. And all of a sudden it's 20-all. The timeout for San Jacinto works. Clay Timmons gonna take a timeout as well. 20-all here in the fourth set. COC with a 2-1 lead. Continue after the break.
The photography department at College of the Canyons is a place for photography students of all levels to come together and create.
All here in the fourth set. Cougars trying to close it out. San Jacinto trying to extend. As right out of the break, a service error by Sotelo. And the Cougars will come back with 4 starters, 5 if you include the libero, Bodie and Vargas, who has been red hot today. Ruiz. Vargas couldn't dig it out. It's a good swing from Ruiz. 21-all. Ruby with 13. Starnes leading everybody with 18. Levy with 13 for the Cougars. Vargas with 12. Harvey with 11. Service ace. Little run-up serve from Ruiz. And San Jacinto back in the lead. 22-21. I win by 2. We played at 25. Bodie handles. Sherman. Harvey didn't get it over the net. Back-to-back points. San Jacinto closing in on extending the match. Timeout COC. 23-21. Here from the Cougar cage. (23-21), 2-point lead for San Jacinto. Trying to push it to a 5th and deciding set. The Eagles have rattled off 3 of the last 4 points. Leby, strong side, great dig by Ruiz. Villafana plays it over. Harvey tips it. Villafana into the block, punches it over. Leby there to touch it down. Ella Embleton back in. Damani Harvey off the floor. 23-22. Clark, wow. Cougars just out of position and Clark reads it well. They thought Clark was going up for power, and Clark didn't even leave the floor, just cut it across the net smartly. Very nice play from that young lady, and it's 24-22. Set point number 1 here in the 4th set. Vargas through the block. Cougars handle set point number 1. Set point number 2. Andy Lewis back to serve. Lafana handles, inside Starnes. Cougars have not had an answer for Aaliyah Starnes. She finishes off the 4th set. San Jacinto has pushed it to a 5th and deciding set. We'll take a break. 25-23 the score in the 5th set. We go to the 4th set.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Filmmaking program at COC is one of the best programs because it has literally jump-started my career.
Most of the instructors actually have worked in Hollywood, so having instructors that have done it before and know the ins and outs, I think really helps.
We here at COC have a kind of a sandbox approach. And that is to say we've got a lot of cool equipment, a lot of great facilities. Enroll in our class and we're going to let you play in the sandbox.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Fifth and final set, getting ready to get underway. We played a 15 in the 5th set. Let's win by 2. Winner advances in the state playoffs. Loser heads home. Abby Sherman will start things off for the Cougars. COC needs to find a way to shut down Aaliyah Starnes, who has 19 For San Jacinto, it's been Levy and Vargas leading the attack. Starnes surprisingly not on the floor in the opening rotation for San Jacinto. Cougars have Vargas, Levy, and Botello, surprisingly, who has not played on the floor. Sherman, tough first handle. Ruiz, cross court, nobody there for the Cougars. San Jacinto gets off to a good start. First time today the Eagles have scored the first point in the set. Ruby Ruiz has been the second go-to here today now with 14 kills. Cougars went inside. Clark kept up. Botello tip, Clark there. Lewis with a stuff block. Wasn't really a good swing for Villafana. Botello off, only made it 2 points. And Bella Embleton back in to serve. Makes it tough on Villafana. She'll have to swing from the 3-meter line, but she's gonna get it to score. Embleton didn't move her feet that time. Tried to instead just kind of fall to her left and couldn't make a good pass. Tapia serves. Bodie handles, Levy cleans. 2-2. India Lewis back to serve. Bodie off, Brianna Kelly in. Lewis floats it in. Inside to Starnes, Lewis handles. Levy off the weak side. Tough pass for Sotelo to set. Swing from Ruiz off the tape. Now Ruiz, overpass off the Levy swing. Vargas off the block. And a miscommunication from the defense for San Jacinto, and the ball goes harmlessly to the floor. 3-2 in favor of Canyons. Lewis just touches the top of the tape. Villafana, stuff block. Levy and Kelly combined on it. No touch given that time. San Jacinto wanted it. The officials said no, so it's 5-2 in favor of Canyons. And we'll stick right with it in the timeout. So a run is just what you need in the 5th set to open things up. COC getting it. Cougars with 7 total blocks today as a team. 5 total blocks for San Jacinto. Cougars with 52 kills, averaging right about their number of 12.1. 12, 13, 13, and 12 in the first 4 sets. San Jacinto averages about 10.8, is right about there as well. 11, 10, 10, and 14 coming into the 5th set. 30 attack errors from San Jacinto, 24 for the Cougars. So we only track unofficial attack numbers. Unfortunately, no live stats here at COC. I am the statistician, the scoreboard operator, the producer, the play-by-play man. There's a lot of things I'm trying to do up here, so I can only track one thing at a time. So we go back to work. 5-2, India Lewis serving. Inside, Starnes was blocked that time, didn't get a good swing. Now Clark will just tap it over. Sherman, back set. Levy on the tip scores. that time. Clark makes it work. So it's 6-3 in favor of Canyons here. Mata back to serve. Leby. Thompson didn't handle it cleanly. Didn't matter. Villafana able to finish it off. Thompson didn't handle the first one cleanly. It forced Ruiz to make a bump set, and Villafana just going straight up, able to roll it in and find the floor. There's Mata again back to serve. Into the tape, service error. 7-4 Canyons. Leby off, Giovannini in. Sherman off as well. As Ibarra back in for the Cougars. Starnes again off the inside after the tough first handle on the serve by Giovannini, but Starnes has just been red hot. Now with 20 kills to lead the way. Villafana now back to serve. Vargas. 15th kill of the match for Ariana Vargas. And she'll step back to serve with an 8-5 Canyons lead. Here in the 5th set, Vargas floats it in, Thompson handles. Starnes just a poke. Cougars have to play it back over. Ruiz had to two-hand it at the net, then Botello with the tip scores! 9-5 Cougars. First kill for Botello. We stay with Vargas. Starnes. No answer once again for COC. Aaliyah Starnes just keeping her team in it almost single-handedly at this point. She checks back out. Thompson serves Botello. Cougars will set Botello, power tip there again. Brianna Botello with a couple of kills here in the 5th set. Cougars 5 points away from keeping their postseason running. That one off the block. India Lewis there to tap it back down. And a timeout called by Jacinto. Big play by India Lewis. Initially the block, then the tap back. 11-6 Cougars. We'll stay right here, don't go anywhere. COC in the lead. 4 points from keeping their playoff run alive. Lewis has been mostly quiet today, but now has 5 kills and 5 blocks. Cougars with 11 assisted blocks. And 2 solo blocks. They lead 11-6. Brandon Bodie still serving here. Serve in. Ruiz had to go straight up after it, and she was about 2 feet off the 10-foot line. And it's a 6-point lead. We stay on the Rhiannon Bodie serve. Out of rotation called against San Jacinto. But they're going to talk about it. The up official and the down official going to chat here. And it's a replay of the point. So they say no. So we'll replay. So we'll just do it again, no harm, no foul. Ruiz into the block. San Jacinto will get another look. Tapia into the block. And then she taps it back down. Probably should have been a lift on Canyons. Says the only way India Lewis really was able to keep that one off the floor. Didn't much matter though, makes it 12-7. And then the Cougars get one off the inside. Making it 13-7. Abby Sherman stepping back on to serve. Thompson, tough handle. San Jacinto just has to clean it up. Sherman will set Leby. Wide open, nobody there, and the Cougars have match point. (14-7), 7-point lead. Match point number 1, Sherman, short float. Ruiz, cross court. Keeps the Eagles alive. Set point 2 here for the Cougars. I think it's a good rotation for COC as Ruiz back to serve. So that puts one of the dangerous outside hitters in the back row. Leby off the strong side. Ruiz able to dig it out. Villafana off the strong side, no. Sherman just punches it over. Sotelo inside, Tapia into the block, kept up. Now Clark over, Vargas handles. Sherman, Leby off the block, dug out, but no! Cougars advance! Leby finishes it off. It took 2 set points, 2 match points. But the Cougars take it 15-8. They close out the play-in round and advance in the state playoffs and will take on Pasadena City College next week. A nice win for the Cougars, 3-2 over a very good San Jacinto team, a very game San Jacinto team who just comes up a little bit short in their bid to continue on in the state playoffs. As the Cougars close it out, Caitlin Leby with 18 kills for the Cougars. Ariana Vargas with 15, Damani Harvey with 11. As COC takes it 3-2 over San Jacinto. That'll do it for us here on the Cougar Sports Network. We thank you for joining us here on a Saturday for a doubleheader. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.